Folks, are you ready to join the rebellion? Well, I think I might be, because we've got the new Andor trailer that's just dropped, and I'm genuinely, I have high hopes. I think this might be one that steers us back towards a kind of Star Wars that I'm interested in watching. I've got it lined up, so let's watch it together, shall we? I don't know where they filmed this, but it's beautiful. Is it New Zealand? It looks stunning. And look, first of all, look at this guy. This is something different. This dude looks like he's carrying a Kalashnikov. This doesn't look like a Star Wars blaster. This looks like some real militant kind of guerrilla type thing, and already feels a little different. That's what I'm hoping. That's what we're going for here. Okay, so we're just seeing some folks. Oh, all right. Boom. You know one thing I love? You know what kind of roasts my potatoes? Ships not in orbit, in atmosphere. That was something I thought looked so cool with Star Wars Episode 7, when we saw TIE fighters and X-Wings fighting in a planet's atmosphere. I just thought that looked so wicked. And then we saw this similarly with the Death Star in Rogue One and Star Destroyers. Yeah, the Star Destroyer just launching across there. It just looks really, really cool. Now, have we got this kind of Colosseum or just... No. What am I saying? It's not a Colosseum. That's a mining kind of place, isn't it? You can see we've got like a little excavator down there, and I'm assuming maybe Child Andor? I'm guessing. Oh, okay. We've got not the council, but is it the council? You know what we're talking about. The place where the ETs are found, and where Chancellor Valoran had a vote of no confidence, and where democracy died to thunderous applause, and where Emperor Palpatine just yeeted a bunch of things at Yoda. Good times, good times. So the Senate, that's the word I was thinking of. We've got the Senate here. So this is kind of cool. I know this actor. I can't place him. He has been in Star Wars, hasn't he? He was in the prequels. For anyone who's not happy about sort of how different types of people are portrayed, they're not going to be pleased with, why are the villains all fat white people? Well, just because the Imperials, they're normally portrayed as those folks. So it seems pretty standard. Yeah, this is obviously Child Andor. Okay, that's kind of a, you know what? That reminds me, he's talking about being a child and how you can sneak around places because people just don't expect you to be any trouble. It's like the kid in Les Miserables, where he's like, a flea could bite the bottom of the Pope in Rome. If you don't know that song, then educate yourselves. All right, get some culture. Watch Les Miserables. Oh, dude, I didn't even know. It's, is it Skarsgård? Is it Bill Skarsgård? Is that his name? Either way, it's dude from Thor and from Chernobyl. Both delightful, family-friendly romps, but he's great. He's one of those people who instantly adds some extra flair and gravitas to a role. I thought that was Emilia Clarke for a second there. Oh, I love that kind of epic scale. Yeah, I see. This looks more bold. This seems kind of intense. Okay, that dude had a black hood, but I think we can't just judge everyone who has a black hood as being a Sith. He seems like a stand-up guy. I like the look of that guy. And also, just where I've paused it here, these open fields, these flats with these different colors. It sounds like a stupid nerdy thing, but I kind of dig seeing farmland. I'm guessing it's kind of like farmland in the Star Wars universe. It's pretty. All right, we've seen these dudes before, haven't we? Have we seen these guys in Boba Fett or The Mandalorian? I've seen this look before, and that's one thing that Disney have said. It makes sense. They reuse a lot of props and sets and makeup and things for their Star Wars shows because you've got to try and make these a little bit more cost effective. So it makes sense to see these guys pop up more. Dude, gosh. Name escapes me. That's gonna drive me crazy because he's a great actor. But Saul Guerrera, or the dude who plays Saul Guerrera, it'll come to me as soon as I finish this video. But hopefully he's a little more Copus Mentis in this version than he was eventually in Rogue One. We know he's going to slightly lose his marbles, but Forrest Whitaker. There you go. That's who he is. So yeah, he looks. Well, he looks like Forrest Whitaker. What more can you say? But we're going to war. Oh, I was just talking. Let's go back here. I was just talking about Les Miserables. This riot shields again, like the dude at the start with the Kalashnikov. This is what I'm talking about. This is taking things away from what you would expect of Star Wars and going more kind of just grounded in a way. I mean, look at what these dudes are wearing. They got like the goggles and stuff. Actually, looks a little bit like a proto version of Darth. Oh, what's his name? Oh, God, my knowledge of the sequels has just evaporated. Han and Leia's son. Gosh, it really has disappeared. It'll come back to me because I'm trying to multitask. But yeah, the actual riot shields, people rioting in the streets. I tell you what, this is full on. This is Les Miserables. That's really funny. I made the Les Miserables comparison, but that's what this is like. What's kind of funny is that Rian Johnson, his original follow-up, like he was going to do the third sequel before he was booted after everyone hated Last Jedi. And I know not everyone hated it, but I'm not going to argue the toss with that. But he pitched his Star Wars movie, his conclusion, as kind of a Les Miserables kind of thing, like barricades in Coruscant and like people fighting in the streets against the Empire. And this actually looks exactly like that. I love some of these costumes. I particularly like the people who were stepping out of the ship there. They look like different types of, yeah, look at these guys with this big chunky dude here. And again, they look like proto-imperial sort of suits. Some nice looking cityscapes as well. Just the ships, man. That's the kind of thing that's always going to bring you back to a lot of nostalgia. Though that particular ship from Return of the Jedi. Okay, so not Emilia Clarke here, but I'm guessing, is she like the main antagonist? I've got time for this already. I tell you what, just in that one line there, are you a fish or are you a thief? I kind of found her accent at the end there. Already, she seems more intimidating than the Reva lady. And again, like, that's not knocking the Reva lady as an actress. I just think, she's probably a good actress who was just miscast, or it was a bad script. It was a bad script. It's poorly put together. Yeah, didn't like Obi-Wan. But I know you can make anything look good in a trailer, but she looked good. Okay, so Skarsgård. I think it is Skarsgård, isn't it? So we saw him as like a resistance type fighter, but he's a big, high up, robes and riches type person as well. Playing a little double life going on here. That's interesting. You see, this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that there's going to be more to the story. Again, I keep on making comparisons with things like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Narcos. I mean, I know that Star Wars is meant to be like a younger family sort of thing, but you can still have plots that are interesting and layered and nuances. That's what I want to see. I want to see different stories. It doesn't have to be like boobs and bums and dragons and willies. It doesn't have to be adult. It just has to be complex. And I don't think any Star Wars stories have been complex. They've just been like fetch quests, basically. Basically, I want a Star Wars film or Star Wars TV show that I need to actually pay attention to. That's what I want. I want to have to pay attention to what I'm watching. And this looks like, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from the prequels, I think. Am I right? I'm sure I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from the Senate and people who appeared originally. And that's kind of cool. Like, I don't really have nostalgia for the prequels because I was a little bit too old to find them nostalgic. But it's still nice to see people returning. So that's kind of cool. But already, this looks like political machinations. That's cool. That's exciting. All right. This seems intense. I'm getting on board with this. And I like the Andor actor. He feels very kind of like real. Like I can relate to him as a person. Well, not exactly, but like I can just sort of see him as kind of like the dude who plays Mandalorian. Again, names just disappear from my head when I'm trying to live stream and stuff. But yeah, he's someone that I find relatable. I like that guy. And then pausing here, this dude looks like he's one of the same race as the lady from The Force Awakens who gives Rey the lightsaber. Does she give Rey the lightsaber? I haven't seen that film in such a long time. But you know who I mean, the lady with the glasses. Did Emma Thompson voice her? I feel like she did. But he seems like one of them. But yeah, look, more riots in the streets. Some people like hiding out in forests. Yeah, you see, this looks more interesting. 3-episode premiere, streaming September 21st. 3 episodes. Well, I know what I'm going to be covering on this channel. I might have to get someone on to discuss this with me, because this could be kind of fun. All right, that's it. Hopefully I can put this video up and include some clips of the trailer without Disney giving me a copyright strike. But I gotta say, this has my attention. I'm excited, I'm interested, I'm invested. Here we go, Disney. Yeah, I'm back. Disney got another subscription out of me just so I could watch Prey. But while I've got it, I'll check out Andor as well, because there might be some good stuff here. Guys, what do you think about this upcoming Andor show? Comment below, let me know. And until next time, keep displaying miscellaneous behavior.